I am Michelle Mines and I am 15. What made me come up with this project is I had friends who were feeling insecure about their bodies, and it kind of made me feel like heartbreaking a little bit because I'm somebody who's very confident in their skin. So I wanted to be able to give somebody, or many people, the opportunity to express themselves and feel good about themselves as an individual. Mainly to my face because I struggle with acne a lot, and I've noticed when I smile certain ways, my eyes get very small, and that's something that I'm always cautious about. Um, but that's pretty much it. I've always just been insecure mainly when it comes to my face area.
The thing that I struggle with is my little tummy. This little tummy right here.
When did you start struggling with that?
After that baby I gave birth to.
Insecurity is my hair. I had locks for years and always had long hair. And now, as you can tell, I'm short.
What my body can and can't do, so my body's capabilities. And those are represented by, for me, those are represented by what it looks like physically, I suppose. And that's fairly recent, as in about a year and a half ago. So about a year and a half ago, I was diagnosed with heart failure in September of 2016. And at that time, I was a marathoner. I was actually training for, I think, my 7th or 8th marathon. And so when I found out I had to stop running, so for a year I wasn't supposed to sweat. Like, I wasn't supposed to do anything. Or approximately a year. In June, the end of June of 2017, I was implanted with a pacemaker and defibrillator. And so from there, I've been trying to get back to running, and of course, not only after taking a year off, but also with the condition, the medicine, the intervention, the mechanical interventions, and so forth. My body just doesn't do what it used to do, and that makes me insecure.
Honestly, when I was younger, I was really, really small. But as I started to got older, I started to gain weight. So my body changing, period, I had to get used to. So I started to get really insecure, going from drastic to double zeros to double digits. So the whole embracing my body thing and this shoot actually helped me embrace it even more. So I would say pretty much everything. But my main areas are my chubby cheeks and my breasts.
My height and my feet size.
I grew up, I was Hispanic, but I'm more light-skinned, so I didn't really fit in with the Hispanic girls. And then my mother, when she remarried, she married a white person, and so I went to school with white people who constantly pointed out my skin color. They wanted to have darker skin like me, they wanted to have freckles like me, and it really made me very self-conscious of when I would wear stuff. I always felt like I needed to stay covered up so that people stopped talking about it, because it was more like, it wasn't like, oh, it's so pretty, it's more like, oh, I'm jealous of you, and it became like a big issue for me when I was younger.
I've struggled with weight probably for the past 15 years. I've had some medical issues, and I am adjusting to this new body and trying to love this new body.
I've always had insecurities and struggles with my size and my body. I've struggled with my smile, and now I'm having trouble with my hair. Because I used to wear locks, and now they're gone, and my locks really took away from the strength in my hair and all that kind of stuff. So I have trouble with that.
I guess being a little darker than other people, and my eczema is something that kind of contributed to that. And I guess I really started to struggle with it in middle school, because that's when I kind of started to break out a little bit more, and it was more noticeable. But now that I'm taking control of it back, I'm learning how to love myself more So it's been an experience for me. And now that I'm in high school, I'm having, I guess, a better sense of myself and understanding myself and knowing that this is who I am. And if people can't accept that, then that's fine, because as long as I love myself, then I don't have to worry about what anybody else says about me, because I love me and I'm in this skin.
I like the way my body is shaped. It's like a very nice curvy body. It's something that I'm actually very proud of to have.
Oh, I love these top shelves. I call them top shelves. I love my books.
Yes.
They're the best.
I love my eye color
Okay.
and my high cheekbones.
What color are your eyes?
They're brown.
Brown. All right.
Right now it's my eyes. My eyes are my mother's eyes. So I kind of wear my mother's face on my daddy's head. Like, I have the shape of my dad's head, and my mom's facial features, but particularly her eyes.
It's my thighs and now my cleavage. I've started to get used to, like, alright, I can rock a cute little dress or something like that. My shirt off just a tad. But so yeah, I would say now my thighs and my cleavage, and I'm starting to like my cheeks a lot more too.
I love my freckles, my eyes.
I love my curves. I'm Hispanic. We have curves. We have a booty, and I fully embrace it.
Love my height. I always have not been in love with my height, but I have come to embrace it. It makes me different, and I've come to love it.
It's my personality and how I like to engage with other people. I'm just a lover of all people. You know, that's one of God's commandments, that we should do. Love God first and love others as we do ourselves. So that is what I love about who I am and how I embrace others.
I love my skin, but it's something I'm learning to love. So I'm learning that my skin is my everything. It may be my first impression, but it's something I like about myself, because I know I'm different, and I know it's other people that are like me. And if I can have a voice about the same thing, then maybe I can bring some light to somebody else who might feel the same way.
I would just tell them I know it's gonna take time. Some people get confident a lot faster than others, but it's gonna take time. You have to learn to love yourself before you allow other people to accept you for who you are. So just take some time. Don't try to do anything extravagant or anything intense. Just work on yourself as a person, and you'll get there to where you want to be.
You are fearfully and wonderfully made. No matter what you look like, you have to know within yourself that you are beautiful and that you can be beautiful in whatever skin you're in.
Find one body part that you love and embrace it.
I would tell them about being grateful. One of the things that I was recently writing, I had read somewhere, someone was announcing themselves, as they put it. And so they were just saying all of the things that they are, and particularly what they come from. So I come from my parents, I come from my grandparents, I come from aunts, uncles, sisters, I come from my ancestors who made it across the Middle Passage, and all those things remind me that I'm strong. So I would tell someone, if they were feeling insecure, to think about all of the ways in which they are strong. I survived, or I'm surviving, heart failure. I can't marathon right now, but I am able to actually run. So I have some level of strength, of physical strength, and certainly some level of internal strength, right, to be able to deal with it. So I would say, I would say to them to find where their strength comes from, and it may come from those that they come from, or from the things, the situations from which they come, but inside of them is something that is strong, and is something that is worth celebrating.
Never compare yourself to somebody. Everybody is made totally different. it's people in my family that are really small, and then you have people in my family that are plus size. Never compare yourself to somebody. A lot of things that we see on social media is fake. So I would say definitely don't compare your body to anybody else.
Try to brush it off and just be yourself because you're beautiful the way you are.
I would say be yourself. Love your body for yourself. Don't listen to what those magazines tell you need to look like. Don't listen to what media tells you need to look like. Everybody goes through an awkward, ugly phase. Embrace it. You're going to grow out of it, and you're going to be a beautiful person. If you're beautiful on the inside, it will show through on the outside.
You have to love yourself first before you can expect anyone else to love you. And so all those things that you're insecure about, start working on those things. Start finding ways to love yourself. So what if you don't look like you look 20 or 5 years ago or whatever? You are still you. You're still the same person, same heart, same spirit. So just love yourself.
Just embrace who you are and don't let anybody else define who you are. Don't wait till you're like me, almost 52, 53 years old, and start to come into yourself. Even though at a younger age I knew who I was, I loved who I was, but my life changed when I started having children and raising a family. So I got put to the side, and therefore I lifted up my children, lifted up my husband, lifted up my families, and yet I was decreasing. So when my kids got out of the house, and I'm like, well, who am I? What do I do now? So I had to pick up my camera again and fully go for it, just going forward with my photography business, embracing my body, embracing who I am. This is why I have this shirt on. It's authentically being me and doing it unapologetically. So that's my theme going forward from this point forward.
Don't worry about what other people say about you. Don't worry about if people don't like how you look. Just don't worry about it, because God made you the way you are and you can't change that. So just be happy with who you are as a person, and you'll have the happiest life ever if you just love yourself and not worry about anything else.
We have contacted a wonderful organization called Veritas Collaborative, and they have a facility here in Richmond where people as young as 10 and up can go and get treatment for an eating disorder. All of the donations that we will make off of this wonderful project will go to the Veritas Collaborative.